Hello everyone, welcome to Vesper Storytime. How are you all doing today? We are going to be continuing forward in Danganronpa. We are on to the chapter 4 trial. Things are going really quick. Ooh, well, I think we're going to be done this one soon. Don't forget how volatile gasoline is. Well, and that's just the thing, right? When you're pouring a bunch of gasoline in there, it's a bad choice of shirt. Why is it a bad choice of shirt? What is so bad about this lovely shirt? Do I need to take it off right now? Just slowly unbutton. Away we go. Hey, honey bear. How are you doing today? How is the rest of you? I can't wait. Did you walk into? Well, honey bear, if you must know, I sensed you coming. I was like, ooh. I can just sense this real stud coming by. Better start getting ready and just Already call you a priest with that shirt. Yeah. Let's get to the kit. I was debating what shirt I was going to wear today. I was like, should I wear one of my other dress shirts? Wear this one? It's been a little while since I've worn this one. We'll throw this on. Jesus, doing pretty alright. Nice to hear. I guess before we get into the game, announcements. For those who haven't been reading into the Discord, I am upgrading my audio quality. I have a Go XLR on order. It should be here tomorrow. And I just ordered the Shure SM7B, I believe that was. A professional type level of mic. And that's also coming in, but that one won't be in until Friday. So gone will be this Blue Yeti that picks up every single sound. Every single sound. Listening back to my audio, I'm personally not happy about it. But I know it's a lot of it's just because of the type of mic as well. So by swapping over, I'm looking forward to a crisper, nicer sounding audio, and it's going to be great. Excuse me. So we'll see if I can get it set up in time for the stream on Saturday with ESO online with the rest of the Curly Crew squad. Streamers, I should say. Curly Crew streamers. That's the real name. Gasoline evaporates so fast when you lit it lighter, you're burning the gasoline in there. Well, not to mention, he was pouring it for a good while all along those sticks, right? So not only that, wait, yes. It wouldn't have fully necessarily just soaked right into the ground. The gasoline also would have kind of spread out a little bit too. So, yeah. Either way, explosions! Like the Curly Crew squad. You know what, honey bear? I think I like that too. Because the Curly Crew squad could also represent more people than just the streamers, right? What if we have other people that are joining the team that are content creators that aren't streamers? They're just YouTube creators, content creators. They're not necessarily streamers then, right? Where's the squad? As we slowly mold it. Who's the killer V? Okay, I was thinking about that. I don't think it's Toko, despite that being written in the freaking magazine there. So it's making me think it's... And I really don't think Hero's smart enough to have pulled this whole thing off, despite how guilty he seems. So I think I'm gonna have to go with his Cheesebot. He did it. No, Byakuya. Byakuya. Yeah, we have extraordinary focus. Sure. Oh. Oh. It's apparently really expensive. Wait, costs 2 SP. Why can't I equip it? Can you only have so many skills equipped at once? What's the use of having all this SP then? What? Or is it because one's better than the other? Oh, yes, it's because menacing focus is... Gotcha. I have one equipped with those two. Yeah, it's because it's already increasing the focus gauge, and yeah, if they don't stack... Sigh. Hey, Kate! Thank you so much for the lurk. I was posting comments in your Discord while the countdown was going on. I'm like, quick, chat to Kate, chat to Kate. As you can tell, I went back and I watched the VOD, seeing as I was like, okay, it's done already. Let's go back. We'll catch up a bit on the VOD. Oh, okay, so I've got everything equipped. Big lighters, did not like screw at all. Wow. All right, preparations are done. They're done. Let's get right into this. All rise for the Honorable Judge Monokuba.
Explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
What is this? Suddenly this is really loud now.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one...
It's not just me, right? They're talking like the game audio is back to being really loud again. Yeah, let's see.
Then I'll punish everyone besides
Well,
the blackened, and the one that
like Toko
deceived
giving
everyone
nicknames based
else
on her
will
face.
graduate.
Still a bit lower.
Now then, where to begin?
Yeah, it's still bumping up there. You know what? What we're going to do? Oh no! I closed the wrong thing. I'm sorry. One moment. We're going to close the game. We're going to reopen the game. Because all the sound is like much louder. Now this is loud, yes. And it usually quietens down after I load the game. There we go. So now it quieted it down. It's quieter, quieter. There we go. Back to how we usually have it. Why, hello there, bait sauce. Okay. Oh. I'll go back to settings. Oh yeah, there was no other skills to set. Oh wait, besides this one. Okay. Now let's see how the voices go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So...
No, the voices still are jumping right up there. This is weird. Oop.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment.
A little bit louder. Yeah, that's fine.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
Wow, yeah, those are actually big jumps because I'm looking at my volume meters. This is just crazy. Hey Anna, welcome to the teddy bear stream. Everybody grab yourself a teddy bear. Hold it nice and tight. Yeah, I've got like everything. I'm sorry, there's literally nothing else I can do. it's at zero. The volume's at 0 for everything.
Now then, where to begin? We already know who did it.
Do we?
Oh, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
She's pushing so hard for one of those three. It makes me wonder if it was actually her. But I don't think so. They were too close and buddy-buddy. So I'm pretty sure it has to be Byakuya. Okay, now I can't hear their voices over the music. Oh my goodness.
I had nothing to do with it.
She was there when the body was discovered? At the announcement? Yes, you're right. System settings, yes. Unfortunately, with the system, I've already went and... Oh! Hey, Kev! Thank you so much for the raid. How are you all doing today? Special little ha-ha for you to... Oh my... Oh. As I was just about to do it while I still had everything plugged in, but then I would probably choke myself out. But I spin up, I would have been wrapped up. No! Hey, Guitar! How is everyone doing today? What were you up to over there, Kev? Last I saw before I started streaming, you were playing DDR? Or were you just watching a video of someone playing it? Oh, Stepmania. Okay. Yeah, I guess DDR is more... yeah.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
Guys know how it finishes exactly. We're getting so close.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
For the while, the Stepmania. Yeah. Kina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. Yeah, so somebody was in the locker.
It was one of...
What was her account again? I don't remember. Ah, yes. The three of them to meet in the rec room by noon. Is one of you
killed Sakura.
And what
had some
reason
dinner?
do you
Alright,
have
you
for
enjoy
saying
yourself. Some nice tasty
Because
food.
you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Oh.
It was one of you.
I mean,
One
that
of
doesn't
you
really
killed Sakura,
make
and
sense.
What reason do you have?
Because you all had... You hated her.
I mean, that doesn't really state...
Is that it?
But that's literally the...
That's the only reason you have her accused?
That's low. That's about as low
Okay,
as
I think I need to go grab... That's the only reason.
It was one of you.
Because her account
One of
has
you
nothing
killed-
to
what
do with
reason
that.
Because you all had... You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's
I'm trying to remember how I do that. Okay, it's Y. Okay. Lovable
It was
idiot,
one
yes.
of you killed...
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That
I didn't want to
That's the only
accidentally shoot the
reason you have
bullet.
her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you.
The only
One of
reason
you
I have-
killed...
okay.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Ah, wrong button. Good.
Is that it?
No!
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's about as low as you can get.
I'm sorry,
It was
everybody.
One of you killed...
And what reason do
I
you
mean,
have
it's
for
only
saying
been a
Because
day.
you all had a... You
A day
hated
since
her.
we played. Oh.
Shoot. It was one of you killed...
And what reason do you have for saying?
Because you all had a... You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any...
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No. Oh, so it is her account. Inverting the truth. Yeah, that's what I tried. But her account, that makes
was
no
one of
sense. Oops. Because all her account is... Oh my gosh, I'm thinking too... I'm being dumb.
One of you killed...
And what
I'm
reason do you
being
have?
really
Because
dumb.
You hated her.
Is
That's
that
not
it?
the only reason.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about
Oh,
as low
bounced
as you
off.
can get. It was one of you.
That
One
just
of
making
you
no
killed...
sense.
And what reason?
Yeah, I
do
don't
Because
know.
you all
It
had a
does
mo-
make
You hated
sense.
her.
you... Is that
Okay.
it?
That doesn't make it.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
There.
No,
Derp.
that's wrong.
No, that's not the only reason why. My brain just, it hasn't
Another reason
woken
you
up yet. I'm
suspect them is
sorry.
because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then, does that mean one of them did it? Pocket trash.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted
Absolutely.
to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Where's Heroes?
Yeah, same here. I never
Liar!
saw-
No, that's wrong.
You went to see her and she gave you a special candy to say thank you.
Hiro, when
Don't,
we were talking before,
no.
you dropped a small piece of paper, remember?
Don't get me started on donuts. Every time Hina starts going off on a tangent about donuts, I want them so bad.
It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
Snuck into Hina's room.
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but
But why does he not want to mention anything
she
so
gave
much?
it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
So she missed hoarding all the candy? That specific candy, yes.
When?
She
When
went
did she
and
give it
literally
to you?
grabbed every last one in the warehouse for it.
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. The reason I know that is... when she got that
got it.
candy.
I'm
Everybody
not
there?
sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's getting all intense.
hostility.
Heroes, he's so brainy he doesn't know what is incriminating or not.
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostile.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Oh, Hero, you're seeming more and more guilty now.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Wait. Oh, stupid. Hero's stupid. Okay. I'm starting to believe more and more that it was him. Because why would Sakura have any reason to think that he would poison her?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
Jeez. Because, yeah, it's looking like perhaps somebody messed up the crime. Oh, in which case that makes my original estimation correct, that she poisoned herself. So she didn't. Nobody had to kill her, and she didn't have to kill anybody else. And then somebody went and they clubbed her on the head twice. I don't know. That's the part that makes me go,
So it's hard to believe that's
And the
when
hidden
you actually
locker.
saw the message for yourself.
Spoke the truth. When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was on the magazine shelf. Yes.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, it contradicts what Hiro told us. Make your argument. Magazine dying message. Uh-huh. And it was upside down.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine.
Wait, let's see what it says about magazine dying message. Is your shelf? One magazine had been put back upside down. Inside this magazine, Toko's name had been written in blood. Yes. Yep, upside down. Yep. Betrayus and her obsession to get the mastermind.
When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
Son of a gun. Oh.
Shoot!
Oh, I need to grab
exactly
hers.
when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away
Oh
on
wait,
the
sorry,
magazine,
magazine
shelf.
shelf.
When I pulled it out, I saw.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying mess when Ogre's body was discovered.
Son of a stupid.
And I can tell you when I found it. It was only after I found the magazine tucked away. When I pulled it out.
What's your problem?
These purple things are very annoying.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when
It was only after I found the magazine. When I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I clearly need to kill those purple things and then
exactly
shoot.
when Ogre's body was discovered.
No.
Shoot!
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when
I found it.
it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine
What?
tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you
Let's see, but the. Am I looking too heavily into things is the problem. No, it has to be the dying message. Let's fire that bullet out of there.
when Ogre's body was discovered.
No! Son
And
of
I
a.
can tell you it was only after I found the magazine. When I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
Oh, for crying out loud. No.
Shoot!
Oh my gosh, I got one more shot. One more shot.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was
Copy,
only
Kyoko.
after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I guess magazine shelf after her
I can tell you
investigation.
exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
and I can tell you when I found it. It was only after the investigation had begun.
No? No. After investigation? Oh.
Shoot!
failed. Oh, now I'm guilty. That's always Makoto. I'm guilty. Everyone wants to kill me.
Is... I refuse to give up yet.
Look at us regenerate our hearts. I'm filled with determination.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body...
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had begun.
I found the magazine
So
and
yeah,
I
it's
pulled it
after
out.
the investigation
What I said
began.
makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the... when Ogre's body was discovered.
Wait, what? Okay.
Shoot!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell
Apparently
you
it's
when I
not.
found the dying message, it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked
Away on the mat when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can
No.
tell you when
It was only after I found the
Comfy
magazine
shelf.
tucked when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Shelf on
I can tell you
investigation.
exactly
Yeah.
when Ogre's body was
And I can tell you when it was only after I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total
Yeah, I
sense.
could have sworn I had done
I
shelf
can tell
on.
you exactly when
Ogre's
Ogre's
body.
body was discovered.
No,
Apparently I
that's
did it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Okyoko's always right. I agree. Yes, and they're going, why would I have to
When
refute her?
Sakura's
That makes
body
no
was
sense.
found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it. After we'd begun the investigation, and you weren't at the murder scene. So there's no way you could have seen it then.
There's a big old
Tell us
me.
the truth, hero.
It's true.
When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Sausage.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%,
Well, you
without
know.
a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Looks pretty nice. Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. No way. Oh, hello.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
30% right.
The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Final strike.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
I fired that before I had a chance to read it.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of
Yes,
blood.
they were very clean.
Say
They made a
what?
point of mentioning that.
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ooh, he admits
He
it.
admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Oh. You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Can't be. There's gotta be more. Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Oh, okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something...
But she had two smacks on her head.
Executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
But then he said he ran away. So that's not the end because somebody else went in there, hit her, she was poisoned, and the door was locked from the inside.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
It's like... she probably was just sitting there like... bottle goes... crack-a-boom! And she was just sitting there like... really, Hiro? Really? And... but he didn't notice that point because she was still sitting there going like... the four, when he booked it out of there. Hey, Trigger, how you doing? What you up to? Come on, Ben. It's just like, oh, these guys.
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did? Doesn't make sense. What would he have to do after writing the message? It doesn't make sense. Well, why the magazine was hidden, why he didn't use Sakura's finger, why he picked Toko. I mean, there was all kinds of things after the writing.
I got it!
Sure, why was it hidden?
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't
It's true, because he
explain
said
why
he
the
left the magazine
was
out,
hidden,
right?
does it?
Come on, then. What you be talking about there, guy? Chip chip. Like your pun? Sorry, Vino. Hold out for you, gosh darn it. No, she's bad cheese.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message? Then stick it somewhere we might not find it.
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Want to stick it somewhere you can't find
Assuming
that?
he's
Yeah, where's
telling
the
the
fun?
truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Then why wouldn't they take the magazine instead of hiding it there? Someone who wouldn't like what had been wrote, and there's only one choice. Byakuya. Secretly, he's in love with Toko. All this time, all this his little and so on. No,
I
it's
got it!
legit.
It had
Think
to
it
be
looks more
Toko,
suspicious?
right?
I guess.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Now here's the thing though. It was written in blood. As so on. And she hates blood and turns into Genocide Jack, right? Oh no, wait, no, she faints. So how have she handled that?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important...
Unless everybody took turns going there. First there's Hiro, then she went there, she saw that, she goes and hides it, and then Byakuya goes and after her.
That doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
The multi-step
Don't doubt Hiro
murder.
attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should
Comic?
become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I
It
don't
would be
really
cool if I
see
had
why,
to
but
do a little mini
okay.
comic there. Reach the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. I have to prove that. I wanted to just do a mini comic for his part of the crime, that's all. Oh god. Lucas examination summary, status of Sakura's body, yellow powder.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
Alright.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Oh.
Yeah, just once.
Oop. Oh, no!
After the
So-
first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
I know what it is, it's this!
Isn't it obvious?
It's this!
Hiro really is the killer.
It's right over there.
I didn't want to, but I grabbed him on a coop and I hit him.
Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
Let's
You
get some
hit her
seconds
from
back.
behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Pew! Got it.
No, that's wrong.
Yay! I'm getting things correct this time!
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Huh? 2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
It's a hub.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on.
One from the
How can
bottle,
you know
one
that?
from the
Just
shape
from
going
some
out to
cuts on her
Hiro.
head.
Exactly. She got hit once. She's like, "Oh, I can't believe this happened." You know what? I'm just done.
She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
We had enough
There's
glass
something
for 2.
very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning
See?
1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Each had a set different piece from a piece of chess. All the different kinds of pieces. Well, I should be to the Monokuma bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clear. That connection must be The object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. The Hangman's Gambit. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, chest piece. Good. So it's going to be a C. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to get it right this time. Now I need E. I need an S. Oh, go away, E. Son of a gun. Boom! Just like that.
Now I understand.
I got it right this time. I just have to remember.
The chess pieces.
An idol of ancient Egypt, cursed with a mummy's curse. For
Inside
those who
each bottle, there was a
remove it from the
Monokuma figure
bottle.
holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
Which means we're missing a queen.
So, what's
Very
that
weedy.
matter?
It's only weeby in terms of the art style. Not so much all like kawaiis and so. Wow, okay, sorry, I lied. Hifumi was in this. What am I talking about? It's quite good. It is quite good, Trigger. There's big mysteries going on. You've got to solve them. Looked over your shoulder and played it.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
It gets pretty interesting. It took a little bit to start getting into everything, but once it did, it's good stuff.
In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
So yeah, we're still looking for the queen.
Shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no
You
evidence
should
that
be the one
has
talking
anything
about
to
chess.
do with this
Oh,
case.
snap.
That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
You think it was Toko, huh? The bottle that was missing. It was excited. Oh, it's broken.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
It's looking like that would be true because Byakuya is... He's helping a little too much right now in this case.
And what is this
Instead
evidence?
of refuting. It's a single broken bottle. The evidence that proves that is... Yes, you figured out before. Where is it? Aha! The bottle experiment!
I got it! Earlier,
I mean, yeah, he
Kyoko
did
and
do
I
some
did a
really
little
dumb
experiment.
things. It's strange. It's like, yeah. Poison balls at the crime scene. She doesn't take
We
roots.
compared the
I'm
weight
sure
of
it'll
the
come
broken
close
bottle
enough.
pieces at the
You
scene
leave the
to one of the unbroken bottles.
you leave the really dumb, easy targets for last. So let's say when it comes down to only a few people left, you don't have to worry about getting killed as much. Take out the strongest first.
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There'd be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. Must have been used by some bowling aficionado. Sakura's first attacker.
I got it!
It's a
The
different
bottle
bottle.
that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second
see.
wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible
Ooh.
conclusion.
Trigger, how are you enjoying Reaper so far? Now that you've had a bit of time to be using it since we've last spoken about it.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
Here's I just have issues with the noise gate. Okay. As long as you've got
No
sussed out.
way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just
Hero.
remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to
Wait,
share that with
what?
us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Okay. Either Hiro is a complete mastermind, or he has nothing in between those ears. He just mentioned he saw Toko go inside and he thought she was still in there. And he goes and kills Sakura. Right in front of her, because obviously she's got to be there. Oh, I thought she was still in there. Or, I don't know. After the shock of thinking I killed someone, I forgot all about it. Gosh, like a one witness right there to see you. How many radio frequencies? Yeah, with this crazy
Someone
hair
tighten
though.
the screws on his brain. I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Yeah, there's still the matter of the poison.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous.
See, that's the funny thing is someone probably went okay, and that's why I think technically all three of them killed her almost, or tried. Maybe she got sick from the poison, was going to die from that, and then they all took turns clubbing her over the head.
Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Oh, it's not ridiculous at all. Any proof that shows Toko was hiding in the record? I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. Oh no, another element. No! So far, you've probably been pressing the Y button during your final strike without a second thought. Yes. From now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. No. I have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. Ah, you'll select the same ways during the non-stop debate. Okay. For educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Gee, thank you for teaching me. Well, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you! There you go, Cheese. They're saying that I'm halfway through the game, not 75%. Well then, good luck and have fun!
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie!
Okay, last shards on the floor. Locker handprint.
This should prove it.
Guess if you count cutscenes, you're halfway. Oh, okay, yeah, cutscenes.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura! No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
I like how she did it too. I probably killed her.
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
Now the funny thing is, why didn't she mention that all before? It's like, I was hiding in the locker and I saw you do it.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that.
Yeah,
Why did you attack
fall, yeah?
Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazine.
Oh, she was the things Genocide Jill might have
Don't
done
remember
it.
what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean? Oh, how convenient.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Oh, interesting. So she actually wants to kill
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's...
But that's
you
not
know?
what finished her.
But anyway,
It's the poison
I'm not the one that killed
from
Ogre.
Byakuya.
So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that. He
Well
was
then,
going to.
That's that. Let's start the vote.
An odd thing for Genocide Jack to say. It's true. I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hero on that
What's
one.
wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It was okay. It can't be him if he's pointing that out.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted.
Yes, the fact that she was still woozy. That she should have been able to dodge it.
Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
No? Okay, then I probably didn't notice. Just like those gaggle of idiots. So I too am part of the idiot gaggle of idiots, yes.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre.
Oh, because I don't
blood.
share memories.
And
Gotcha.
You smashed her head in
Yes.
with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Boom! But she wasn't in front of the shelf.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Has to be it. Evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. A pool of blood! I thought it was from throwing up.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Not Toko or Hero.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
It started to seem more and more like Hina then.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed
Like,
up and
I want to
opened the
say it's
door?
Byakuya, but he's doing so much in this trial. It's like, no, that's not it. That's not who killed her. He's literally helping say it's not those two. It was Kyoko. Dum dum dum.
While everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
I think Big Lighter was the first one in the body.
No, I don't think that's possible.
He said there's no way Toko's hiding the lockers because I was in the locker. Saw it for myself.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open.
Have all the info you need.
So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the yellow powder on her shoes yet.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? Another possible explanation. Maybe it's time for another spin the wheel. The yellow powder.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Oh,
Shoot! What was it that killed Ogre?
If it wasn't from Jill,
let's see if there's another
There's
thing.
no other. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Okay, so what was Marco falling for? Fix his head, no one to injure his head, it seems at the point. Okay. Oh, there.
what was it that killed? If it wasn't
Yep,
from Jill,
that's what I thought.
was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot.
No, that's wrong.
I got thrown off because of that pile of blood, saying that was from the blow to
According
the
to the
head.
Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood.
I probably thought it'd be funny. Just send me a picture of a chick. Wait, what? You open it at work? Oh, that's not cool. That could have an effect at work. Opening things like that. Ooh.
I think we can assume there's a chance this
Hopefully
was
there's no
related
chance
to
of
her cause
repercussions
death.
from HR or
In
anything.
fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
Yeah.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
Break each other like that all the time. That was the worst thing.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals.
You see, why would he? Unless he just wants to. I don't know. Confused. Cracked an egg in their mouth while they sleep and ran out of the room with thumbtacks on the floor. Ooh, you. Ooh. I don't know.
And that's where I found this.
Yeah, it can't be him because he's trying way too hard to get down to the
The
truth.
poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle.
Which is why I keep saying it has to be Kina, because otherwise they would have all just agreed on the other two already admitted to killing. Why wouldn't they have just stopped there? Like, yep, let's vote on that. Kina's the only one who's pushing it. Pushing for it so hard. Kyoko's just too much of a good girl. She couldn't have done it, so she's just ruled out automatically.
But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
see, unless the only other thing that could be is my original thing where Sakura took the poison. It was already going to happen. It was just taking a long time for the poison to actually fully kill her.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
All poison. Okay, just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. On the same shelf as all the supplements, I'm positive. Section A. There was even
Poison was
footprints
actually
there.
in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or
Should you play
whatever.
some Xbox? I think you need 2 phones, a laptop, and the Xbox going all at once. And the laptop and the Xbox could be dauntless. You can play with yourself with the you have some streams up on with the phones, being your own 2-man party.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Nutritional additives. One moment here.
I appreciate you do.
Just get a couple thingamabobers. There we go.
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. I could put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
I'm so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Baka was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
I took the bottle from Baku and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in. Could it be? Could it be? Actually, so. Let's do a little bit of that. Okay, sorry. R. Bro. Ah! No! I'm gonna get the last hit on the E. Protein. Drink. Where's an I? N. Come on. Come on. Oh, wait, right there. Ha ha ha, success is mine.
Now I understand.
Protein drank. Protein dank.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can.
You could drink out of powder, it's totally
Once
dry.
you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene? The protein drink, because we found that cup.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
I mean, so is Hina the murderer? That's what it's really looking like, because she's the one who knows.
Remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains?
She knows the exact protein things
so
and
maybe
everything.
She took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
Or maybe she just mixed it in, so this way it'd go down nice and easy.
Instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Footprints.
I got it!
Tell them, Makoto,
Footprints
you can
left
do it.
behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
Hina? But why?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Everybody killed Sakura. Everybody!
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people
Who
here
killed Sakura?
who wear sneakers are...
I killed Sakura. No, I killed Sakura. No, I killed Sakura. I killed Sakura.
I got it!
Are us
Me
two?
and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Checked his feet right there. Hey, Lakshiti, how's it going? Pleasure to see you. Hope your day's going well. What you been up to? These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
We killed the mosquito. Damn mosquitoes.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
Just like with Sayaka. Jeez.
Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
Bullshit guitar. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt.
Alright, guitar. So clack, 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 pew! Clack, 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 pew! Clack, 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 pew! I got it! Kaboof!
She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my
Sorry,
chance
guitar.
to kill
I had
her.
to.
That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
Headbutt. No, that's
Just
wrong.
like how this girl sacrificed
Son of a
Sakura
gun!
to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Hey, Trigger, thank you so much for the bits. Have to bounce. Been interesting. Alright. You have yourself a good day. See you later. Excuse me. Hope you have yourself a good night. Or morning, whatever it is now. Either way, it'd be really, really late for you.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Yes.
If you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
All day. Need to sleep in a short time from now, but it's good to listen to some weird looking schoolgirl before bedtime. You know what? Sometimes you just like to sit back, chill, and be like, yeah.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
But the thing is, well, she didn't realize she was doing the assisted suicide. See, Sakura wanted to put the poison in the thing there ahead of time, thus the powder on her shoes. So she knew it was already poison, the protein trick that she wanted. And she asked Hina to go get it for her. So she still killed herself, but for some reason, what got very confused was the fact that two other people also tried to murder her at the
Sure
same
about
time.
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it
we're
look like
forgetting
you
more
wanted
things.
people to suspect you.
It was on top of the glass. I still think, well, the reason why I was thinking about that was that it was on top of the chair that they moved and it fell off when they moved the chair.
I was just nervous. So I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the
Oh.
culprit.
Although he's sweating. He's sweating. Look at those swim marks. He's getting worried.
There's nobody
Uh-oh.
else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Nobody can deny Makoto. Nobody.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to section C and got the poison.
Oh, well, there's no
And
footprints
is
there.
that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First, you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
We already went over that
Yep.
part. True. A little strange.
Can you repeat that series of events one more
No.
time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Ooh,
It's
Big
the
Mac.
same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. To uncover the full truth of this case.
First, I went to Section C.
Oh god, there's a lot of stuff here.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
Okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
I can't miss that
and
section.
then
I moved from Section C to Section A.
That should be what it is.
That's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
Tolerate until I say.
First, I went to That's when I grabbed the
and you spilled some of the powder.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I moved from Section C.
No, it's wrong.
The protein bottle should have been the one with the poison.
You said you went
The
to
whole point
get
of
the
the
poison
description.
from Section C. And that's where you spilled the
We're
powder,
breaking
right?
it apart, bit by bit
Yeah?
first.
What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
That's the weird thing. Is like, why is Hina
No,
lying?
that can't
I
be
don't
it.
know.
Remember what Hina just said?
So she could take credit? Unless Sakura told her that she was going to kill herself and wanted Hina to take credit for it. But that doesn't make sense either, because then he was pushing for one of the other people to be the Blackened. None of this makes sense.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Lip
The
check
powder
going.
had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Oh, he's so confused. Look at him.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Oh, of course, she's got some special evidence nobody
New
else
evidence?
has.
Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
She's relishing rubbing this in.
Just say it already. What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of glass?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed. Thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
I don't almost drank glass, what the heck?
What is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
I solved the mystery. Makoto?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Out of light blue glass, Coco found in the bottle of poison. I can remember now. I broke something this same shade of blue. The rec room window!
I got it!
What
It's
a power couple,
part of
yes.
the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be.
Yeah, that's
Of
right.
course, that leads to another question.
If Makoto can get this, why can't you? I gained this murder yet?
How
No.
did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was the bottle of poison should have been when it broke the glass window? It should have been in section A.
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality,
All of it.
that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room.
Yep,
It
bottle
was
was in
there
there.
at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Too
I'll grant you,
fast?
the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah.
To the
me
best of your ability.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Ooh, so mad. Because there's evidence. Prove that someone brought that protein can to the rec room after it was open. The fact that it was on the glass. So I remember. Empty protein drink.
When it
Oop.
comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying
It does leave him so far.
someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before.
No, it
No,
wasn't in
it's
there
wrong.
before it was unlocked. Would
You
Genocide
remember how there
Jill
was
go
broken
crazy if
glass
he dies
scattered all
though?
around the room, right?
And she didn't kill him?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the wind, so it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped
60.
over it,
Dum, dum, dum.
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
Bean Boozle Beans.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the
But she still
protein
would have had
can
to have
wound up
taken
in
the
the rec
poison
room, and the
from the
bottle
poison
of poison
bottle.
returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No,
Oh.
that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
But that's such a
Precisely.
flawed plan
She was
because
alone in a
Hina's
locked
not
room.
the one who technically
All she
killed her, so
had
she
was
would
the
have never been
poison.
counted as the
What
blackhead.
other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
What threw me off was the fact that they got hit. Or she got hit twice on the head with the bottles. It's like, the hell?
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
You guys see that? Hear that? He said sorry. Please tell us. He's been beaten. He has been cowed and put into a corner.
Before we get to that, we need to
Oof.
clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
Who got the poison from the chem log and brought it to the rec room? Had to have been...
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura,
Yay
who was
for being
apparently
right.
murdered, just poisoned herself?
They did a good job throwing me off, though.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop
Damn
lying!
masterminds.
Why? Why would you lie like that?
It's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Yoko already showed me the evidence I need. I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. A moment of truth. Oh, we got stupid
You're
stupids.
a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Oh, she hates me.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
No.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
I had to double check. Like, there's no other bullets? Okay.
Hina, did you
If you
know
don't
that
maybe.
Sakura's foot had a
Exactly.
certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Cheese is actually writing this right now. He's typing it in, and I'm actually playing it on his server. He's making this whole story right now.
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
True, Cheese is too busy writing in chat, so he's been forgetting to be writing in for Monokuma.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina. but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
Well, they killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Select. It was Sayaka all along. Her ghost came forward and haunting. Oh, I can't pick Monokuma. I'm trying. Sorry, everyone.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe
Prediction
it. I
came
don't
true.
believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't
30%.
want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course, Monokuma forced her in there.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything. And Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your action.
Oops. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. Jiggy legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the
Makoto was
footprints
more
make
observant.
perfect sense.
But then
When
what
you were
fun would the
done,
trials be?
You gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone. Huh? Ogre. Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed? I see.
while everyone else was focused on
Replace
Sakura,
Kyoko? Man.
you quietly placed the can on the ground.
Every time I hit the button to expose, you know, those areas to look, and sometimes where I'm only getting one or two, I'm sure with Kyoko will be like, Mom! Everywhere.
Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
Every speck of dust, exactly.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Playing Phoenix, right? Yeah.
No!
Objection!
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Got to do a vote. Closing. Oh. We gotta do the comic event. He looks strangely happy getting that. Nope. Goes in, she hides in the locker. Comes in, he goes in. What you want, candy? Yes, I want a candy. Bottle comes down, it smashes. Goes and... Oh wait. Yes, because the queen's the one that's missing. Yeah, I think. Except it should be this Toko, not that one. New comic book always looks evil, yes. So it runs, looks through, she gets out, she looks at it. She puts it in upside down. Aha! Smash Queen! And they left this little here so you can tell that's what it was. Grabs all that, and then she, look at those feet, whoosh, and like a whirlwind, she dashes away. She looks up, she's like, ah, screw all of you. Oh wait, that one would go there. Ta-da! Comic book Makoto, it's true. Hello! His hair's even crazier in the comic.
The killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
You look so evil right there. It's like,
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name,
this is why Hiro could never kill. He's so bad at it.
But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine
If ever,
on the
it's
shelf
because
with
it's a
all the
total
others.
accident. Hey, Kelp, how's it going? What you been up to today?
But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down.
Might have changed a little bit? No.
Soon after, she watched as
Although he
Sakura
did
slowly
apologize.
opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head.
For your last
Assuming
day
Sakura
of summer.
really was dead this
man.
time, she set about disposing of the evidence.
Last day already for you, eh? Oof.
She gathered up
What's
the
the
broken
plans
Monokuma
after that?
bottle
What's
shards
happening?
and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Dun
It was the
dun.
poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she
School
took
and
her
more
final breath.
school. Don't worry, after school's done, you'll just have nightmares later on thinking that you're still
Later
in
on,
school.
The rest of us discovered that her body was in there.
Later in life. I mean, it still happens to me.
We had to smash the door's window to get
Either that or
inside.
about past jobs.
But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Be oddly vague and silent for next chapter. Ooh, you're gonna have to start writing up that Monokuma speeches, eh?
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves,
Wait.
in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion.
I guess Monokuma's gonna be so upset, rather upset because there's no punishment time. Or is he going to punish a dead body?
And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina.
Much better for
That's the
oh.
full truth of the case.
Oh, is he going to just go and punish the hostage in her place? Ooh.
Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
Kyoko is why
That's
exactly.
what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
B-A-B-A-A-A-A-A. Even Kyoko has feelings. She tries. It's like wanting to murder the mastermind. Woo! 106 medals. Oh dear.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it.
Excuse me.
Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Who is found guilty? The monarch who vote. Can't find a squad for Apex. Oof, rough. Yeah, a lot of people. I've noticed not nearly as many people have been playing it lately. Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here. Flora-chan, thank you for Thank you very much for that follow. How you doing?
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina! Why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there. Used to be the biggest fan? Used to? What do you mean, used to? Did they tarnish it with the later ones in the series and you just can't get behind them anymore? I know, I mean, who's Flora-chan? No idea.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died, because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the one to
Can't
die.
let her be the only one that died.
What?
You so mean? You were going to take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. You just fell out of the fandom. That's kind of crazy. Oh, you weren't joking around. Okay, yes, no, Flora's usually hanging around in Curl's stream. And then, yes. I haven't really looked into the fandom part of this series because I'm scared that'll happen across spoilers because, you know, it's been out for a long time for one, so everybody I'm sure will be just talking about it. So remember when this person did this? And it's like, oh! We'll have to pay for our crimes. But for serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. It's a crazy person. Jesus, all the fandom I need. And I appreciate your fandom. It is just the right amount where it's not too over like, oh, this is what's going to happen. You do those circles. You make me question. Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It's right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down! You don't have to worry about me, I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this!
my closest friend got hurt. Did you play the third game? You haven't yet? Well, I do have the full franchise, Flora, and I'm planning on playing through every single one. In fact, we just were doing a vote in my Discord about what to be playing after the first one here. Whether we were going on to another game, we're going straight to Danganronpa 2, and it looks like we're going straight to Danganronpa 2 after this one. So it might be that we're doing the full franchise all the way through. Getting to the end, including the murder happy desperate Girls 1. I always forget the name of it because it's not just a Danganronpa 1 or 2 or 3. But the anime that ties them up, we won't be doing that on stream because copyrighted materials and all that. Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. Ooh. Oh, yes. Wahoo! This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked me with them.
Huh?
Ibuki? You asked me with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you... Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
The Sakura. He-through's okay, but two... Oh, excellent. More cosplay! Ooh. Do you have pictures of the cosplay anywhere? Ending in 3. You better not say it, otherwise I'm gonna be so mad at you. Sit there and be like... Clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings and then did the unthinkable. Well, it was good cosplay. Ooh. Opinions. I think V3 ending ruined all the series. Oh, interesting. This was spookier than anything in these games. Oh, we've had some good close-up faces throughout the streams. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive
You have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? What her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
Favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. Yeah, it's all about that pink blood. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in, please. Open the door.
Why?
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 Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. She got cut, she bled. Someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. It's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. That just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it. And we're already finishing a trial? Yeah! Well, this was actually a really short trial. We killed her. All of us. Pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I want to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. Hina now number 2 waifu. The rankings have been shuffled. I could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but
Hey!
it's just taking so long! I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant?
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say
yes,
is...
indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is... shaky? You know, Celeste are some of your favorites. Celeste was interesting. It was very interesting, especially with the whole flip-flopping between accents and pretending to be one person and yet another, and there's a lot of depth there. A lot of depth. What if it was really like this? Last Testament.
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby. Oof.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then you lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. Didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little...
Damn it.
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything.
Pung, pung.
Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? Despair equals despair. Ah! Yes. This case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around.
Phew.
Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys.
Shing.
So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut!
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey, hey.
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
Isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, jeez. Talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in a strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took
Mako
control
sounds like
of
Mickey
my
Mouse.
family's
Yeah,
dojo
it's getting there the
and
more I
demanded
do
I
it.
become their tool.
Woohoo! Hello, everybody. Hello. Laura, I'm glad you can see me. I mean, here. His voice was easier to do when I was doing the Kingdom Hearts playthroughs. Couldn't do Donald, though. It's a source of great shame and despair. You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool. You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch.
Yeah, there's a clip of
so
that.
Even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
The best I can do is Donald. That's, yeah. Back when I was practicing, I could kind of do Goofy, but not so much anymore. It's been a while. However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. Does Don have an ex? No. Well, no. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision.
All I'm going to say, Bears, you found that clip extremely fast.
I'm going to resist you.
Oh, it's one of my all-time high clips, that's why, okay. Of course, of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, moronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
Naughty! My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning.
You can't get a high score if you kill yourself. What if your score is the high score already?
Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
gave up herself to bring harmony. I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
And Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
She did end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. Sacrificed so much. No normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible. That's wrong. That's true. Sakura's so strong that she felt bad. Nobody had a chance, so she had to even up the game.
Finally.
Finally.
Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Doko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then, they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible.
Ooh, that big yawn came out of nowhere. Sorry about that. Because her dojo is Nojo!
Hina,
Oof.
whatever it takes.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
Survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
She's telling her to kill people. This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other. But you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh-woo.
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There'll be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game. Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now, I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear now.
That is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Bianca, does this mean you would be my best friend? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. That's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch a fire. Everyone.
Hey.
My heart just swelling. Well, now, can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still going to be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Hope, all we need. All you need is love. Do 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 do. All you need is love. Love. All you need is love. Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
The moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time! A special guest execution. What? But Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not going to.
But
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever little student I want. Did I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times one rule.
Listen up.
What? I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I've got a special guest. Special guest?
Let's give it
Yeah,
everything we've got.
It's punishment time.
Punishment time.
Special guest execution. Not alter ego. Oh no. Found alter ego. How could he? Excavator Destroyer. Obviously, he found alter ego then. Poor cheese. Well, I guess alter ego was caught from the network. Oof. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. Such despair.
so,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this.
but
Scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still,
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul. My disbelief gave way to raw anger. Anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. Bubble up through my body, quickly overflowing, shooting out of my mouth. Blech. How dare you! That was my friend! Really, Makoto? I've got all of this anger, hatred, vile goo, and this is the worst. I'm going to spit the evilest curse I know at you. How dare you! How do I know you're not Makuma Face? Is this good for a red eye? It's my friend, how dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You thought you were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next, friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend! And you killed him! Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? No, I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop. I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew? And you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
yep.
Well, I mean, the data on that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
Want to keep being helpful to everyone. Want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is just so soothing. Makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, it'll make us stronger. Swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad. Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well,
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
yep.
Yep, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. Found pair of balls. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it'll act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What, a clue? A raging clue. I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? You can't just stop at the most important bit. Makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? Makes you so mad you don't even freaking know it, huh?
You guys?
It's the whole point, stupid. To get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'd ever let you greaseballs have it.
Huh?
But
Too bad.
sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lie down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it. And that's seriously it? Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lie down and die? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. Mastermind did something to us? Oko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me, what did you do to my body? The Mastermind did something to our body. We're all digitized. Digimon, go! Oops. What are they saying the Mastermind did? What did the Mastermind do to us? I mean, the Mastermind planned a bomb in us or something? We try to leave the school, a sensor goes off, and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. Mummified. No! I feel awful just thinking about it. Can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo,
So, the class trial's over and Murakuma's gone.
but
So, now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up?
um,
Oh, yeah, okay, well, let's get out of here. But, you must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. Kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I'd never have lost that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. But then I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
That's after the existence of someone who disturbed the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
Well, what are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. And carrying his own special way, it's true. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball because you are a sleazeball.
I see.
Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse. Give and take. Me! I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Copyright, stop. I did it off tune enough that I shouldn't get flagged for it, I hope. I hope. It's fair use. I didn't do the whole song, and I made it myself, and and so Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Like vanilla ice. We all went back to our rooms. Before long, night snuck up on us. Genis Byakuya finally grows tired of Toko and kills her. That's my guess.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
But he backed out of the game. He says that he backed out. But, uh-oh. I don't know, guitar. Is this gonna get me a copyright strike?
This was making it different. It's totally different. It's a rap song. It doesn't sound anything like theirs.
And just to prove his point, Vanilla breaks it down and sings the dings.
Okay. I won't play that on stream though, because that will definitely, yes, that was very loud. I don't want to get struck. I can remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. The night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wait, what? Wakia. Wakia. Wake up. Huh? Voice dragging me from deep slumber into hazy half consciousness. My eyes were like lead. How did she get in my room?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
Flash as wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. Oh, I see. Hey, Zatran. Locked? Are you serious?
Hey.
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. How's your day going for you so far, sir? But what time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock. In the morning, of course. 3 a.m.? Why is Kyoko waking me up at this hour? She wants the nookie. But she wants some of this. And I don't blame her. It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
A favor? What's your favor?
So...
Sakura said at the end of her note. When does the cyber mastermind sleep? Good question. I'm not just going to lie down and die. I will fight you. I'm thinking that she hid something in her bed is what I think. Laundry night tonight. Excellent. Do you have to go to a laundromat? Do you have something within your own building? Do you have a laundry machine yourself? Or do you do your own laundry in a sink with one of those lovely little washing racks? Laundromat? Okay. I was covering all my bases. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Did Kyoko pat her lips next to my ear and whisper, I want you. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Oof. Another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. Data center? I thought it was locked. She thinks there's gonna be no camera there. She didn't want to get it on here, where it could be seen. Brush our teeth, fix up, but not too much. Where we look like we were really getting ready. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. In love with 2D. Oh, why? I love 2D. It's the only one for me that 3D. No way. For I love 2D only. Oh, Hifumi. Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. She may be inside already? Put my hand to the door with a certain amount of force. Not too much, not too little, just a very certain amount. Rattle, rattle. It didn't open. Tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? Data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister?
Damn it!
Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, I just... You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But...
Hey!
I can see that, you adult! Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself!
Unbelievable.
Look like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you going to try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Ooh, that Kyoko's a smart cookie. She used me. She used me to keep Monokoma's attention on me while she went and explored what she wanted to do. Stop being weird and go back to bed. Yeah, I forgot to read the last thing he was saying, that he was tired. Even he gets tired. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko?
You two? You guys?
Whatever, the two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Moko, let's head back. What?
Hey.
Did you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. Alright. Go on, get out of here. Shoo, shoo. So we left and went back to our rooms. Oh, she didn't even fill me in?
Goodbye.
And then... Hold on! Listen, what was that all about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just happened to be locked. And then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing? Minty fresh, yes. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that'd be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. Then that was over. As I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
I still want you. What? Moko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the Ultimate Despair.
Ultimate Despair?
Watch out for her.
Has she been locked up on one of these floors the entire time? For all-star apologies, the end. Click. Click. To be continued. You received the Ultra Lump present. 4x4. 4x4. The 4x4. The 4x4.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Whoa. Oh, the way you said that name, it just... Hair's all a tingle. Alright, however, I'm actually going to be ending this... We'll do it after that. I'm going to end the stream here. I know it's an hour earlier than I usually do. However, I've been having some late nights, and I need to make sure I don't go too crazy over this time, and this is a good spot to end. Jeez. How... Like, are these next couple chapters pretty short each time? Am I going to be able to get into a few phases in each stream?
Mukuro Ikusaba.
That's right. Wait, tell you this. Okay, what? We'll see what she says. You're in the last stretch. So maybe it might be good that this is where we leave off then. So we could just do it all in one nice big go. The next one. Turn the main menu and get some music going on here. Yeah. Alright. Stuff's gonna go crazy, it's gonna be great, we're going to be... Alright, that being the case, this upcoming Saturday is going to be, once again, ESO, Elder Scroll Online with the Curly Cruise streamers. My group there. Oh, Blitchy! Oh no! Oh no! Came in too late. I'm just closing up for the day. I'm sorry, Blitchy. Sorry. But we will be continuing with Danganronpa on Monday. And if we're lucky, and I get everything set up properly, Monday we'll have my new audio. Things will be great. Okay, at least you gotta say hi. Hi! My fellow person that has a hard time in Twitter. But before we go, let's... Tomorrow no stream? No, I'm going to be... Okay, I've got my Go XLR coming in tomorrow. So what I'm going to be doing is... That's the first thing I'm going to be trying to figure out and get set up. Then on Friday is going to be the actual mic that comes in, so that's what I'm going to be trying to incorporate the mic into it. So first I'm going to be trying the Blue Yeti. And then Saturday will be kind of maybe the tester stream with ESO, that hopefully things will work out okay. This way, if it's not working out, it's all good. You guys aren't going to be getting weird audio for Danganronpa. It'll be with ESO, which nobody cares about that, right? So it's all going to be all good. And then Sunday will be the time to fine tune. Then we'll be back on Monday with Danganronpa, and everything should be hunky-dory, good to go. And maybe we'll have some fancy new camera transitions as well by then, instead of just my triple one here. My student Noel. Don't know. Okay, anyways. Go back to this. Let's take a look at if there's anybody to raid. I want to raid. So yes, you all have yourselves a wonderful evening. Nobody on really right now that I want to. I suppose we could send everybody Curl's way again. Why not? Why not? He's the big old leader of the stream team. Why not? We'll do that. So Girls is currently playing ESO. I may hop on with him in a bit. Oh, unless he's not anymore. Why is it not letting me raid? Oh, he's there. He's fighting a dragon. There we go. The name written on the back of the shower. What shower? Sayaka's killed? Oh, the one for Leon? That one? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, yes. Yes, Leon. What about Leon? Got it. Oh, never. What'd you get? Exactly. No worries. No worries. Oh, it was Noel. I see what you're talking about. Because, yeah, you flippity floppy. Gotcha. Gotcha. Anyways, you all have yourself a wonderful night. And if we don't see you on Saturday, we'll see you hopefully on Monday for maybe the chilling conclusion of Danganronpa. We'll see how fast we go through it. Alright, good night.
There we go. I like how you can stand under him and like